Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Matt with the Hardcover Comic, and tonight we are going to be discussing my top 5 comics for 2020. Now, the majority of the books I'm going to be discussing tonight are more of a limited series, but that's okay. As long as they're well written, I don't mind. But this very first one better not be a limited series because it's none other than John Constantine, Hellblazer. Number 1 on my list is none other than the Hellblazer, John Constantine, from the Sandman Universe imprint. Now, he was originally on the Vertigo imprint back in the late 80s to the early 2000s, and it ran for 300 issues. Now, here's hoping for another 300 issues because this is not a mini. At least it better not be a mini, because if it is, I'm going to scream. But I'm super excited because this is really bringing, the character back to the roots, the dark, mature roots that we all love. The horror, the supernatural, the dirty, the gritty, the grime. It's all coming back to that. This isn't going to be a clean-cut, Metro-looking New 52 Constantine. No! This is the dirty bastard with a conscience Constantine. And I'm super excited about it. I've read the sneak preview issue 0, whatever you want to call it. Simon Spurrier's writing it with art by Aaron Campbell. And it looks amazing, too. It has that really dirty, grimy feel to the art, and it just looks so incredible, and it takes you into this world, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. Like I said, the problem is, though, I like to binge read, so I'm going to probably have to wait a few issues to build up, because I'm not good at going month to month. I forget what happens in the previous month, and I have to reread everything, and it's just a whole big thing. So I would rather just binge, so I am waiting, but that one and my 5th one, which you will see, are definitely my highest, most anticipated comics of 2020. Is Ghostbusters Year 1, and it's written by Eric Burnham with art by Dan Schoening. Now, I had the opportunity to interview these two gentlemen at separate different times a few years ago on 4 Guys in a Comic podcast, and they were beyond incredibly nice. I really, really like Eric Burnham's writing. He captures the essence of what made the original Ghostbusters movies so absolutely incredible. If it wasn't for his writing, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed the original IDW series. He did a really amazing job of just capturing that smart-assiness with the humor and the horror and just kind of everything all wrapped into one. He did a just amazing job. Dan Schoening now, oh man, did he capture the images that I loved. At first, when I saw it, I was like, it's kind of cartoony. It sort of reminded me of the real Ghostbusters cartoon back in, the late 80s, but with, a modern twist. And once you get to reading it, Eric and Dan just team up, and it's an explosion of happiness. I don't know how else to say it. It's super nostalgic. They really capture the feel and everything. And I'm beyond excited to see what they do with this 4-issue miniseries that IDW is putting out starting in January. So it's going to run January, February, March, with the last issue coming in April. And I'm hoping that they continue to do more because I can't get enough of their Ghostbusters. It's too good. All right, everybody. Number 3 on my list is Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino's Joker Smile. Once again, it's another mini, but I'm really enjoying it. I've read the first 2 issues, and it's beyond amazing. I really, really like what they're doing with this. Jeff Lemire's take on Joker is pretty intense, and it's pretty dark, and the art just really captivates everything, and you can see the emotion on Joker's face in certain aspects throughout the book, when he's being interviewed and things like that. And it's solid stuff, and I'm really excited to kind of see where it goes and how it all ends. But it's fantastic, and I'm really enjoying, like I said, those first 2 issues. Jeff Lemire is sort of a wizard when it comes to writing psychopaths, I guess you could say. I mean, look at Moon Knight, Old Man Logan, the Joker, he's sort of a Animal Man. I mean, Animal Man's kind of a psychopath, but you know what I mean? He writes really, really well abstract characters, and I like it a lot. He's doing a wonderful job on it, and like I said, I'm really excited to see where it goes. So that's why it makes number 3 on my list of top 5 for most anticipated 2020. Number 4 on my list is Power Rangers TMNT, written by Ryan Pear with art by Simone DeMeo. Now, this one is the first time in history where the Power Rangers and the Ninja Turtles combined in a crossover comic book show, whatever you want to call it. It's the first time they cross over in anything. It's exciting stuff. Now, that being said, this one kicks off with Tommy Oliver, aka the Green Ranger, in New York fighting the Ninja Turtles. The other Rangers see him, and they're like, hey, what's going on? We're going to team up. Oh. And then they come to find out that Tommy has joined forces with Shredder and the Foot Clan. I can't wait to see where this ends up. I really enjoyed the Ninja Turtle Batman crossover books that have been done. I really enjoyed the Power Rangers comics that have been done. So combining Power Rangers with Ninja Turtles, it's like a match made in heaven. How is this the first, how is 2019 the first time that has ever happened? It's beyond me, but I'm excited to keep reading it into 2020. And number 5 is my personal favorite, and, maybe aside from Hellblazer, the one that I'm most excited about. And that is none other than Masters of the Multiverse. That's right, the Multiverse. I'm super excited about this. It's written by Tim Seeley, art by Dan Fraga, with great cover art by In-Hyuk Lee. And it's amazing. I read the first 2 issues. A lot of Motu fans are kind of bagging on it because it's not what they wanted, or it's not amazing and groundbreaking stuff, which I can agree with. It's not groundbreaking stuff, but guess what? It's a forum into a medium that I love, okay? I love comic books. I love He-Man. And the fact that they're still making a He-Man comic book 35, 37, what are we at now? 38 years later, they're still making He-Man comics that were based on an action toy and a half-hour TV show in the 80s. Come on, that's exciting stuff. So I'm enjoying it for what it is. Yes, it is kind of a rip-off of Into the Spider-Verse. Probably where the idea came from, but it's a lot of fun because you're seeing all these different versions of He-Man. You have the Dolph Lundgren He-Man in there. You have the Tapper video game He-Man in there. You have the New Adventures of He-Man in there. You have the original Filmation He-Man in there. You got Skeletor. You got Keldor from a different universe. You have all these awesome, really cool characters that they're bringing from different universes. And like I said, yes, it's sort of like Into the Spider-Verse, and a lot of people, we get it. But it's a really fun ride, and I'm enjoying it. It's a 6-issue mini. The first 2 issues have dropped. The 3rd issue drops in January. And I can't wait to see where it goes when it finishes up in April. Tim Seeley, you're doing a great job. Thank you for keeping Motu alive.